You hate the child because the father didn't turn on the natural wellspring of your love. Since you didn't want to be pregnant, it was an accident that took place out of passion. You hate the fact that you are, and therefore hatred leads to murder. And what you impress upon the child that comes forth is, I don't want you, I don't like you, I wish to destroy you. So when the child comes into the world, the child don't even realize why it has these feelings of self-rejection. Look at these black children. What happened to you? You don't like yourself. What happened to you? You don't like your hair. What happened to you? That nobody can even tell you something good about yourself without you thinking they're pulling a game on you. It's because your own mothers rejected you in the womb. And now, even though you're grown, you continue to practice self-rejection, self-hatred, and you subtly are a murderer of your own self. And that's why you engage in self-destructive habits in the name of having a good time. You get drunk, killing yourself. You get high, killing yourself. You have no value in your own eyes. So it's so difficult for anybody to try to get you to see and put a value on yourself. You are potential murderers. You're bombs ready to explode. All it needs is a little tap. Nigga, you sitting on my car, I'll blow your swans. Hey? Nigga, what? What you looking at me for? What you looking at me for? Reaching in your pocket. What's wrong with you, man? Look at you. Ain't you my brother? Nigga, I had that parking space. Nigga, get your sons out that parking space. Get my gun. That's right. Look at you. You a nation of little murderers. Just waiting for the right circumstance. You're marked with vileness and bitterness. That's why you can suck up rap songs that are filthy and low down. Because you were conceived with a low down, filthy thought at the base of you. This is why you can do the acts that you do and we do on one another, because you were conceived with the passion of adultery and lust and fornication and debauchery. So much deeper than what I'm saying. And I can't even deliver it right because I'm so filled with it I can't divorce the strength of my own emotion from the wisdom of the message. But I hope you can understand what I'm saying, that it must be generally accepted that if there is to be a real reformation of the world, if ever the millennium of purity and chastity and righteousness and peace and justice are to be achieved on this earth, it will result from correctly, wisely, and rationally directed parental laws. It will result from mothers who understand that they are co-creators with God. They are God's assistants in creating a better world. And where there are no decent women, there can never be a decent man. And where women are hurled down, men can never be lifted up. So the destiny of the individual, the destiny of the race, the destiny of the nation depends upon the mother and the prenatal conditions arranged for her child. if the development or propagation of the species, if undertaking knowingly and understandingly, the father and the mother working harmoniously with each other can do more to foster the reforms so urgently needed in the world than all of the social institutions combined. There is no reform school. There is no prison. There is no penal institution that can reform nothing. And this is why to undertake to reform something that has already been made wrong, there has to be a special redemption. Are you listening to me? And a special redeemer. I'm almost finished. The woman, if true to her feminine nature, is really an advance over the man. Not because of her beauty, not because of her accomplishments, or even the nature of her love when correctly awakened, but because she possesses the womb, the laboratory wherein are fashioned those who will inhabit the world, where she co-operates with or is an assistant to Allah in the formation and the reformation and the final completion of the human being. So there is no reformation without the reform of a woman. And how do you reform something that has been rejected from birth? It's a good thing that God has given us the nature to submit and the nature to rebel. Because if I did not rebel against the circumstances into which I was born, I could never be what I am today. Because my mother tried to kill me when I was a child, a baby in her womb. She did not know what she was carrying. She regrets that to this day, and she tells me as she goes into the valley of death, she begs the pardon of God for trying to kill this which was in the womb. But she mocked me with her own thinking. And this is what led to my fall from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Because even though the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said so many good things to me about myself, I couldn't believe it because my mother rejected me in the womb. And so this rejection in the womb leads not to self-denial, but to a self-negation. When you get older, you cannot accept yourself. You do not love yourself. You do not want yourself. So you easily become somebody else. And that's why you can call yourself a Cuban, a Mexican, an Arab, or any damn body else except who you are, because you reject yourself. I thank Allah that a wise God puts his hand over a mother who, though good and wonderful in her ignorance, set a mark on her child. But Allah said, no, I'm going to give him the will to overcome his mother and her thinking when she was forming him in her womb. I'm going to give him the will to say, I rebel against that. And so as a young boy, no matter what she said, I said, I'll show her. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As a child, I said, I'll show you, Mama. The world will respect me one day. I'll show you. And because I was determined to overcome the circumstances of my birth, yes, sir, I am where I am by the help of God. But what about you? You can't give up on life and say, well, we had a bad circumstance. My poor mother didn't want me. I'm this way in the world. And what the hell? I commit suicide and walk around the street with your head down, hung like You can't make a difference. You can't change reality. It is will and thought that can reverse the whole process. It is a new thought that can even rearrange the genetic structure. And that's why God says, I make a new thing today. Come in the midst of the old and say, I'm going to make you reborn again. How can I be reborn? How can I go back in my mother's womb for the second time? He said, wheresoever the wind listeth. You don't know where it comes or where it goes, but Jesus was telling Nicodemus, you must be born again. Now, you got to bear me witness, because we are the witness of the truth, man, of a people destroyed